Hey, I've got 10 pounds of strawberries here that have been in my freezer for months, and they're just taking up freezer space. So I actually had another bag, so I left one bag out there if I want to do a smoothie, but I think I'm gonna let these thaw out, and I'm gonna cook them down and make. Hi y'all. I promised you I was gonna do some more videos. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and I've never made these before, but I'm going to be making some fruit leather or fruit roll-up. Let me show you what I've got. I thawed out, I think there was 10 pounds of frozen strawberries that I had in my freezer taking up freezer space. So these have been thawed out, and I'm running them through my blender here to puree it. And it says to use some kind of sweetener, either a natural sweetener like honey or maple syrup, or you can put sugar. So I'm filling it up to about right here with the strawberries and the juices from the strawberries. I put 3 tablespoons of this maple syrup and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And then I'm gonna turn this on, blend it up. Then I pour it in here, and then I've got to cook it in here for about 10 minutes before I put it on the sheets to be dehydrated. So I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, I've got all of the strawberries pureed. I've added the lemon juice and the sweetener, which I'm using maple syrup. So now I've just got to boil it for about 10 minutes. And I guess that makes it safe to make the roll-ups and probably cooks down some of the liquid. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Hey y'all, the strawberry puree is finally coming to a good boil. So it took it a long time, I guess because it was going from being so cold, but it's got to boil like this for 10 minutes. So I've got the timer set. I've got my parchment covered trays set up here, and I moved my dehydrator over here so it wouldn't have so far to travel from the stove to the dehydrator. So I got it heating up right now. Now I did have to go back and add some more sweetener. See if I can get you adjusted here. So I have 10 pounds of strawberries that were frozen, and I added 4 teaspoons of lemon juice, 12 tablespoons of maple syrup, and it still wasn't sweet enough for me. And I know if kids eat this, they're going to want it to be a little sweet. So I did add 2 cups of sugar. I like things sweet. You know, I had a sweet shop, so I can't have it too tangy. It was a little tangy from the lemon juice, but it tasted good. It just was not sweet enough for me. So it's coming to a good rolling boil here. It's got about 8 minutes to go. And at that point, I'll start transferring it over here to the parchment lined sheets. Hey y'all, so I had a few little technical difficulties. My phone battery died for one thing, so I had to put it back on the charger. But I went ahead and filled all of my trays. Except for this last one. It's definitely a little tedious process. I'm going to do this last one, but as it turns out, I've got so much of this stuff that I'm going to have to dehydrate some in the oven. But here's what you do. You ladle it on here. It's kind of like spreading pizza sauce on a pizza pie. You try to spread it on there without letting it run over the edge. So let's see about how close I can get it here. I'll add just a little bit more. And I'm going to use my little cake icing spreader here to try to pull it a little closer to the edge without getting it too close. I don't want it to spill over into my dehydrator and make a mess. So it kind of looks like to tomato sauce or pizza sauce, but it's a nice tangy strawberry blend. Okay, I think that one's ready to put in here. I don't know if you can see over here, I've got all the other trays in. I've got room up here at the top for one more. Let's see if I can do this without spilling any. But it's setting up pretty good. It thickened it by cooking it on the stove. Oh, nope, I made a miss. That's what you do about that and clean it up later. Okay, I'm gonna have to reset this on the time. I think that's what we'll do. I'm gonna set it for 4.5 hours. Several recipes, some said 165, some said 175. My dehydrator only goes to 167, so I'm cooking it at 167, but the ones I do on the stove, I'm gonna do at 175 for 4 or 5 hours. Mainly you check it and make sure that when you touch it, that it doesn't have any tackiness to it. So I'll come back whenever they get done and we'll bring them out and see what they look like. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Believe it or not, it's like 10:30 at night. So these took a lot longer to make than I anticipated. But you know, it didn't heat up the house much because it was only like 175. But I think the ones I did in the oven I liked a little better. The other ones got a little bit drier. But this is what it looks like. It looks just like fruit roll up. Now I removed this off of the parchment paper and put it on wax paper. So there's our fruit leather. It's basically strawberries and sugar and maple syrup. So what you do, if you see it on there, is I laid it on a piece of wax paper and you just take it and you start rolling it. You roll it up like this. And then you can take some scissors and cut it in little strips about maybe about 1.5 inches wide. Those scissors will actually cut. And you can store it in a mason jar or a Tupperware or something like that. And they say it'll keep for a couple of months. So then when you get ready to eat it, you just peel it back just like a fruit roll up. Got your little strip there. It tastes good. I already tried it with a little scrap piece. So anyway, you should try it. You can do it with any kind of fruit. And I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.